Hello to everyone. So before go to the question, let me introduce my teammates, me and my teammates. First of all, me, Jonas, son of Magendran, and follow with that Mishani, daughter of Kalidasan, and our main teammate, Dinesh Kumar, son of Chandran. So now we move to the question. The question is calculate the subnetting using variable length subnet mask VLSM based on table 1, and we have to write your calculation, fill the answer in the given document. So here's the table of the number of hosts for each subnet. So network is going for EPO, Slango, Malacca, and WAN internet. So the network address for EPO is 172.20.16.0. The LAN we use for LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, and the number of hosts or interface is 450, 240, and 90. For Slango, it is going to be a 172.30.16.0. The LAN will be LAN S1, LAN S2, and LAN S3. The number of hosts will be 650, 390, and 140. For Malacca, it will be 172.40.16.0, the LAN M, and the number of hosts is 190. For WAN internet, the network address is 172.50.160. The LAN is EPO, and the network host will be 2. And the second line is 172.60.16.0. The LAN is Slango, and number of hosts is 2. And finally 172.70.16.0. Malacca, the number of hosts is 2. So now we go for another slide. So here are some of the methods that I use for a better explanation. And so I'm sorry for the bad quality of the images. For the left side of the images, we can see 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and it is the host of the networking, and the right side will be 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, and 25. That is subnet mask for the networking. So if we go for the host, we can see the 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096, 3098, 3198, and 16384, 32768. So now we go for the subnet mask. So for subnet mask, we will use 32 bits. For that, we will start from 32 and end until the last number. So now we start from 32. For the subnet, we will arrange the number from in an order of descending order. So we can see that 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, and 25. So start from 32 until 25, it will be a octet 4. And start from 22 until 19, it will be a octet 3. So now 32, 31, 30, so until 25, we can use it as an increment. But in octet 3, it will be a different because we will use placement, or it will call as a intermediate. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now we can see on the right hand side, it is better. I just arrange in the same way. So now we go for the next slide. So here's the table of the answers. The first one, you go for EPO. Host is 450. So now we check for the subnet. Subnet is the nearest number we can choose for the host. So the nearest number will be 500. So the host now subnet is 23, and the octet is 3, and the increment will be 2. The network we choose for the EPO is 172.20.16.0. So the subnet will be never changes, it will be a same. So it will be 23. The first usable address is saved from we have to add 1 from the original network address. So it will be 172.20.16.1. So after we find the first usable address, now we have to find the broadcast address. For the broadcast address, we have to subtract 1 from the second line of network address. So it will be answer will be 172.20.16.255. After we find the broadcast address, we have to move the last usable address. to find the last usable address, we have to subtract from 172.16.255, subtract 1. So the answer will be 172.20.16.254. We go for the second host line, it will be 240. So the nearest number for 240 is 256. From the host, it will be answer will be 24. So the octet is still same is 3 and the increment number will be 1. For the network addresses, we have to add 1 from the increment. The answer will be 172.20.18. So the subnet as usual will be remain same. And the first usable address, we have to add 1 from the network address. So the answer will be 18.1. So now we continue with the broadcast address. It will be 172.20.18.127. So the last usable address, we have to subtract from 172.18. The answer will be 18126. So that we go for the last line of host, it is 90. The nearest number is 128. So the subnet mask will be 25. The octet is still same, number 4, and the increment is 128. For the network address is 172.2.10, and we have to add another network address. It is 172.20.19.128 for the broadcast. So the subnet will be remain same. It will be 25 and over 25. For the usable address, we have to add 1. It is 19.91. For the broadcast, after we subtract from 128, the answer will be 0.127. Now we go for Slango. The first source is 650. So 650, the subnet mask will be 22. The octet will be 3 and the increment is 4. Now the network address is 172.30.16.0. The subnet is still same, is 22, and the usable address, after we add 1, it will be 0.16.1. For the broadcast, we have to subtract from the another line. The answer will be a 16.511. For the last usable address, we need to subtract from the broadcast address. The answer will be a 16.510. If we go for the second line, it is 390. The 390 for the nearest number is 512. So the answer, the subnet will be a 23 and the octet is 3 and the increment is going to be a 2. So the after we add the networking address, it will be going to be a 172.30.20.0. The subnet is still same, and the first usable, after we add 1, it will be a 172.30.20.1. For the broadcast, now we have to subtract from the another line. The answer is going to be a 20.265. Now we have to find out the last usable address, and it is, after we subtract from 1, it is going to be a 172.30.20.254. And now we go for the last line of Slango. It is 140. The 140, now the nearest is 256 and the subnet mask is 24. The octet is 3 and the increment will be 1. So the network address is 172.30.22.0 and we have to add another line to settle the broadcast address. The another line is 172.30.23.0. So now the broadcast, after we subtract this answer, 172.30.22.255. So after the subtract from answer 1, the last answer for usable is 172.30.22.254. For now, we go for the Malacca. For Malacca, we use the host of 150. For the 150, we have to check for the nearest answer. It will be 256. So we use 24. For subnet mask, the octet is 3 and the increment is 1. So the network given is 172.40.160. And also we have to add another network address, it is 172.40.10.0. The network address of subnet mask is still 24, and the first usable is after we add one, it will be 172.40.16.1, and another one is 172.40.17 plus 1.1. So after we subtract 1 for the broadcast address, the answer will be 172.40.16.255. After we subtract 1, the answer for the last usable is 172.40.16.254. So now we go for the one when internet epo. It is the host we use for the tree state is 2. So now we get for the subnet mask, all the three answers will be 31st, 31st, 31, because we use the subnet host is near our number 2. Now the octet is always same, is number 4, and the increment also same, is number 2. So now the network address are for the EPO is 172.50.16.0, and after we add another line, it's going to be 172.50.16.2. So subnet is still same, is 31st, and the first usable address is 172.50.16.1, and another line is 172.50. So broadcast address is going to be 172.50.16.3, and the last usable address is 172.50.16.2. For the network address, long is 172.60.16.0, and the subnet is 31st, and the first usable address is 172.60.16.1, and the broadcast is 172.60.163. The last usable after we subtract 1 is going to be 172.60.1.2. For the network address for the Malacca is 172.70.16.0. The subnet is 31st, and the first usable address is 172.70.16.1, and the broadcast after we add is equal to 172.170.16.3. For the finally last usable address, we have to subtract 1. The answer going to be 172.70.16.2. That's all from me. Next, I'll give for my teammate Dinesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Juvenation. Now I will continue with question B. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dinesh Kumar Analaki Chandran. So, question B: configuration of devices at router EPO and EPO, Slango, and Malacca. Okay, now I will show the configuration that which I done earlier, and then this is the screenshot I take from the router coding, and then I will put it in a slide to explain it to you. So now we'll go to the terminal and then press OK. After we click OK in the terminal button, we can configure the EPO router. So now we will press enter, then we can do our coding, which I already did here. As you can see, we can enter router and we will press enable to enter the privilege mode, and then we will press the configuration terminal to configure our interface. Then we will press the interface we want to configure, and here we will use the interface S0/0/0, and then change the IP address. Here the IP address is 172.50.16.2, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252, and then we will give command no shutdown, and then we will continue for the next interface. After that, we will press exit from the current interface, and then we will enter the interface we want to change the IP address. Now we will use interface 0/0, and then we will change the IP address, which is 172.21.16.1. The subnet mask is 255.255.254.0, and we also give the no shutdown command, and then we will go to the next interface, we will press exit, and then we will configure interface G01. The IP address is 172.20.18.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. We will also give the no shutdown command. Now we will do the last interface IP address. Okay, and then after we press exit, we will enter the interface we want to config, which is 0G0/2. The IP address for this interface is 172.20.19.1. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.128. We will also give the no shutdown command to its run. So this is the interface configuration for router EPO. After this, we will see the initial configuration for router EPO. Now we will do the initial configuration setting for router EPO. First, as we previously do, we will go to the TC1, TC EPO 1, and then press desktop and go to terminal, and then press OK. Then we will press enter and we will do the commands. First, we will do enable to enter the privilege mode, and then we will press the configuration terminal, and then we will change the hostname EPO, and then we will do the banner where it states authorizer access only, violator will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. After that, we will enable the secret password, which is DFC20143, and then we will encrypt the password by giving command service password encryption. After that, we will go to line console 0 where the password is dbt, and then we will give command login, and then we will go to line VTY04 and the password will be dbt, and the next command will be login. After that, we will exit the line configuration, and then we will exit also the configuration. After that, we will give command copy run start to save the file. So this is the initial configuration setting for router EPO. Now we will do the configuration for router Slango. As same as router EPO, we will first go to the PC, which is connected by the console wire, and then we will go to desktop, and then in the enter terminal, and then we press OK, and then we will start doing our command. First, we will enable to enter the privilege mode, and then configure terminal, and then enter the interface to change the IP address. So the first interface is S0/0/1, where the interface IP address is 172.60.16.2, where the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. We will give a no shutdown command to run, and then we will do the next interface, which is the gigabyte internet 0/0, where the IP address is 172.30.16.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.252.0. We will also give the no shutdown command, and then we will do the next interface. So the interface giga internet 0/1, the IP address is 172.30.20.1, the subnet mask is 255.255.254.0. Next, we will enter the no shutdown command, and then we will continue to the next interface, which is the last interface gigabyte internet 0/2, where the IP address is 172.30.22.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and we will also give the no shutdown command. Still in the router Slango, we will continue the initial configuration setting. We will enter, and then first we will exit the router service, and then we will enable to enter the privilege mode, and then we will again press configuration terminal, and then we will change the host name to Slango, and then we will also do the banner here also, the same banner. The authorized access only violator will be prosecuted to the full extent of the log, and then we will enable a secret password which is DFC20143, and we will encrypt the password by giving command service password encryption. Then we will enter line console 0 and give the password PBT, and then we will enter the command login, and then we will next the command will be line VTY04 where the password is PBT, and then same we will give the command login, and then exit the configuration line, and then exit the configuration, and then we will copy run start to save the file. So this is the initial configuration setting for router Slango. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we will continue to do the last configuration for the router Malacca, and then as usual we will first connect the console lawyer from router Malacca to laptop 1, and then we will open the laptop, and then press desktop, and then we will select the terminal, and then press OK. And there we will do the coding as shown as in the slide. Okay, then first we will press enable to enter the privilege mode, then we will press configuration terminal, and then we will change the host name to Malacca. The first interface for the router Malacca is S0/1/0, where the IP address is 172.70.16.2. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.252, and we will give the no shutdown command, and then we will exit that interface and enter the new interface, which is a Giga Internet 0/0, where the IP address is 172.40.16.1, where the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. We also give the no shutdown command. There are only two interfaces in router Malacca. After that we will press exit and then do the initial configuration setting for the router Malacca. So after exit we will go to the normal mode, then we will press again enable to enter the privilege mode, and then configuration terminal, and then to change the host name again where Malacca, and then we will do the banner here, and the banner which got the message of the day is authorized access only, where violator will be prosecuted to the full extent of the loss. And then we will do the secret password, which is DFC20143. We will give the password encryption by giving command service password encryption, and then we will enter the line console 0 and change the password to PBT, and then login. Next we will enter the line VTY04 and give the password PBT, and then we will log in. Then we will exit the line configuration and then we will get Malacca config, and then we will exit that also, and then in the privilege mode we will enter copy run step to save the file. So this is the initial configuration setting for router Malacca. Okay, now I would like to show you how to configure the devices uh, in router EPO. First we have PC EPO 1. We will press it and go to desktop, and then we will press the IP configuration and we will enter the IP address we found. So in PC1 EPO 1, the IP address is 172.20.16.10. The subnet mask is 255.255.254.0, and the default gateway is 172.20.16.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. Then we will configure the host name, and we can do that by pressing the host configuration, and then in the display name we can change it. So here I already changed it. So the PC1, if we follow the if we follow the table 2 addressing table, we have PC1 as PCI1. So here we have done it. Okay, then we will go to PC2. We will do the same configuration. We will change the name, it's PC12, and then we go to desktop. We will press the IP configuration and enter the IP address is 172.20.16.11, and the subnet mask is 255.255.254.0, and the default gateway is 172.20.16.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. Next, we will go to PC EPO 3. We will press the desktop and the IP configuration, and then we will enter the IP address, which is 172.20.118.110.10, and then the default subnet mask the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 172.20.18.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. And we do the next, which is PC EPO 4. We will press desktop and IP configuration and enter the IP address, which is 172.20.18.11, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 172.20.18.1, and then the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. If you want to change the okay, next PC5, we will go to desktop, IP configuration, and enter the IP address 172.20.19.10, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.128, and the default gateway is 172.20.19.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. And lastly, we have the PC EPO 6, which is the last in the router EPO. We will press desktop and IP configuration and enter the IP address 172.20.1219.11. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.128, and the default gateway is 172.20 and 0.19.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. And then now we will go to the Slanger router. We have also 6 PC. We will press the first PC, which is PC Slango 1. We'll press desktop and go to IP configuration, and then we enter the IP address, which is 172.30.16.10, where the subnet mask is 255.255.252.0, and the default gateway is 172.30.16.1, and then we will enter the DNS server, which is 172.80.16.2. We will do the next PC Slango 2 desktop IP configuration. Enter the IP address 172.30.16.11, where the subnet mask is 255.255.252.0, and the default gateway is 172.30.16.1, and the DNS server is 172.380.616.2. And then we will continue. We have PC Slango 3. We enter, go to desktop and press IP configuration. Here we have the IP address. We will enter 172.30.20.110, and the subnet mask is 255.255.252.0, and then the default gateway is same, 172.30.20.1, and the DNS server is also same, 172.80.16.2. We will do the whole together, and then we will go to PC4 Slango, and then we have the IP address 172.30.20.11, and then subnet mask is 255.255.254.0, and the default gateway is same, 172.30.20.1, and the DNS server is the same, 172.80.16.2. Then we have PC Slango 5. We press desktop and choose IP configuration and enter the IP address 172.30.22.10, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 172.30.22.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. and then we have the last device for Slango, which is PC Slango 6. We will go to desktop IP configuration and enter the configuration. We will enter the IP address, which is 172.30.22.11, and then the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 172.30.22.1, and the DNS server is 172.80.16.2. Okay, now we will go to the wireless section, which is the router Malacca. So to configure a wireless device, we will start with smartphone M, which is Smart Malacca. We will go to the configuration, and then we go to the wireless, and here we will change the ISSD, which is given in the table. We will record it to here. We can see the SSID is DFC20143, and then we will enter it here. In the SSID we will enter DFC20143, and we will choose the authentication is WPA2 PSK, where the PSK passphrase is DFC20143, and then we will choose the IP configuration DHCP, because in the table we need to put DHCP. For the default gateway also DHCP. Then we will do the same to the tablet M. We go to configuration, we'll choose the wireless, and in the SSID we will enter the DFC20143, and the PSK passphrase we will enter DFC 20143, and the IP configuration we will enter the select DCCP. Okay, now we will do the laptop M1. To do this, before we start, we will go to desktop and choose wireless. We can see I already connected. So connect, we will refresh to search the signal DFC, and here you can see DFC 20143. We will press, and then to connect we will enter the password, and then we can connect it. Okay. Same goes to the laptop M2. We can configure by desktop, wireless, and connect. We will refresh, and we will wait for the SSID. As you can see, we have here DFC 20143, and then we will connect by entering the pass, which is the key, which is DFC 20143. So I will close it. Now we will go to the server to configure it. So to server, we go to desktop, IP configuration, and then here we will enter the IP address for the DHCP server, which is the IP address is 172.40.16.2, where the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 172.40.16.1, and then the DNS server is 172.80.16.2, and then we will go to service. We will choose DHCP, and then we will enter the default gateway here, which is 172.40.16.1, and the DNS server also 172.16.10, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and then we will save it and close it. Okay, and that's how we will do the configuration. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Today I would like to present about C, verification of connectivity for all devices at every router. First take the link, and then PC I1, take web browser, and then click the link that take, and then paste, go, this will be get. After that, to PC I2, the same link, desktop, web browser, paste the link, and then go, this will be get. For PC I3, desktop, web browser, the link that copy, paste, and then go. The next to be PC I4, desktop, web browser, the link paste, and then go. Then to PC I5, desktop, web browser, the link paste, go. The next to be PCI6. Desktop, web browser, the link, that copy, paste, go. The next to PCS1, desktop, browser, the link, paste, and then go. For the PCS2, the same thing, desktop, web browser, the link, paste, and go. For the PC S3, desktop, web browser, the link, that copy, paste, and then go. The next to PC S4, desktop, web browser, paste, and then go. For the S5, the same thing, desktop, web browser, and then paste the link, go. Done. And then to PC6, same thing, desktop, web browser, the same link, and then paste, go. For the DHP server, web browser, and then the link, paste, go. For the smartphone, the same link, web browser, paste, go. The same to laptop, web browser, paste, and then go. The same to laptop M2, web browser, paste, that link, the copy and paste, and then go. Okay, done. For the tablet M, this is the last one, web browser, the same link also, paste, done. That's all. For the next to be message PCI1 to PCI2, and then get success. The next PCI1 to PCI3, this also get success. And then the next to be to PCI2 to PCI4, done. And then that also get success. And then to the next to be PCI3 to PCI4, success. The next to be PC I4 to PC I6, that also get success. The next to be S1, PC S1 to PC S2, success. The next to show success, and then the next to PC S1 to PC S3, so get success. The next PC S3 to PC S4, that also get success, all success. And then for PC 5, we'll pick up the message 1, and then PC 4 to PC 5 get success. And then for PC 5 to PC 6 get success. And then for the last one, we take the message 1 and then to PC I6 to DHP server, that also get a success. And then the next to be, we take the message 1, message box, smartphone PC 6 to the smartphone, that also get success. The next to be the PC S4 to laptop M2, that also get success. That's all. Thank you.